Hello everyone, this is Preeti here again. In my last video we spoke about life skills and in that video only I mentioned few keywords, few key guidelines given by WHO, which was confidence, communication, interpersonal relationship, then critical thinking, decision making, problem solving. So these are few things that I described in that previous video. But today I am going to talk about confidence, one of the point from WHO's guideline. Now, what is confidence? Confidence is believing in yourself. Okay, and my whole session is always child-centered. Why I am so keen into working on children? It's because I have seen the results. I'm been working with the kids for so many years, almost 12 years, and I assume if you start working from the start on the kids, you will obviously have a bright future. Now, the moment I said now we are going to talk about confidence, first we'll have to understand what is confidence. Confidence is believing in yourself, accepting yourself. In the school, when you take a class, or in the house if you meet with the kids, like socially, when you see the children's playing around, as a person, as a teacher, as an instructor, you are very capable of understanding and identifying the child who is having a low confidence. Now, what happens with the low confidence child and what happens with the confidence child? There are like differences that I'm going to discuss right now, and then we'll see further how we can help the kids to have a confidence. The difference is the child who is having a low self-confidence, he'll be little shy sometimes, but mostly he'll be not facing the challenges. He'll be having a fear, he'll be having a doubt, he'll be struggling with his academics. Most of the time you'll see he will be struggling with his academics, and then he'll be having struggle to make new friends, and then he'll be dependent on the confirmation from the person around, maybe his father, maybe his mother, maybe his sister, like approval. So what happens with these people? The moment they are so dependent and they are having a lot of doubts, these people are going to have a struggle again to perform well and do the good in academics. And as usual, once they are not doing good in academics, they will be having a trouble in being social with the people who are really doing good. So we understand these differences. Like the one who are having problem with academic, they will be not going along with the people who are really good in. Now, the person who is having a good confidence, how do we identify these kids? These kids are really, performing well. They will be having good academics. They will be confident, and they will have a less fear and more of the risk behavior to do the task. They'll be accepting the challenges. They'll be out of their comfort zone. Whereas the low confidence person will not be coming out of his comfort zone. These people will be coming out of their comfort zone, and they will be wanting to try new tasks every time. So this attitude which I'm talking about, like facing the challenge and coming out of their comfort zone and doing new tasks every time and not giving up. The best part is this: not giving up on the task. These are few things which will always make them enthusiastic, and they will be energetic because they're happy to do the new things. Now this makes them confident. Now, because of having this all, if you remember in my previous video I have mentioned that being aware makes a lot of difference brings a lot of difference in the children once they know what they have to do, because this awareness brings curiosity, and then curiosity makes them do the things. So now they are aware, they are self-confident, and as well as they are very focused, and because of all these things they will be able to do the things well, and obviously their performance in academic will also increase. Okay, so now where this problem comes from, like how these kids are facing this problem of low self-confidence is, it comes either from home or from the school. What happens, we generally start labeling the kids. We start telling the child that you're dumb, you're not able to do it, why you're not able to do it, and then criticizing the child constantly, and then not helping and understanding the problem, rather keep on shouting at the child. So I will really appreciate you people, parents and teachers, everyone, not to label and criticize the child at front of anyone. especially at front of its sibling, not at front of its family or anyone. Like you, if you want to talk to the child, please scold the child in private place or privately. But then rather scolding, you can actually talk to the child and make him understand the where the problem is. Second thing, the child may not know what is he struggling with, so you can be a main guider and main person to help the child out. You have to sit with the basics, you have to check with his basics. Probably there is a problem in the basic, probably there is a problem just in, maybe he is academically very good but then he has a basic nature of being shy. But then you can actually give a small task of just making a role play or a mirror talk. These are few things which will actually help the child to come out of his comfort zone and do the things. So you have to every time appreciate the child to come out of his his comfort zone and having self doubt. Please don't encourage self doubts, rather you actually talk to the child, and the moment he says that I have a doubt and he's hesitant of doing the task, you talk to the child, you tell him what if there is wrong, why they are scared, because they have a doubt. What if it goes wrong, what if people make fun of me, what if I do it wrong. It's okay to do wrong, it's okay to face the things. People will laugh but it won't hurt you, right? And if you don't face the thing, how would you know that people are making fun of you or people are laughing at you? So I would really request to take care of the things around, like criticizing and other things. Now I have taken sessions on Dale Carnegie's book, where it is shown how to influence the people around. So the moment you see these kids who are really good enough confident, like they are really confident, they are quite influencer, they influence the people around because they're active, they're energetic, they are risk takers. So these are the people who will be really doing well. So I would really request the parents and teachers to help those kids who are going through this low confidence, and help them to come out of their comfort zone by appreciating them, by accepting them. The moment you do that, probably they'll start loving themselves, they will start loving you because you're accepting him the way he is. And that would be the best part we can do for them. That's it for today. We are doing that much only. If anyone has any question, they can ask me. Thank you so much.